Hey everyone, my name is Laura and this is my tiny cozy dream house. I'm going to be telling you the story of how I was able to acquire such a unique and beautiful dollhouse. I originally was planning to buy a different one that was more of a farmhouse style, but the lady that I was purchasing the house from had hinted at having a hard time parting with the other dollhouse once it really came down to it. I told her that I totally understand and that it was okay if she wanted to keep it after all. I empathized with her because I would cry too if I ever had to sell mine. Because we pour so much heart and soul into these timeless treasures. So then she told me that the reason she was struggling to give it away more than she had anticipated was because her late husband had helped her with it and that he passed away a year ago from cancer. So I tried to reassure her that if she went through with selling the dollhouse to me, that my plans were to possibly donate the house to the Tree of Festivals next Christmas. And if you don't know what the Tree of Festivals is, I'll kind of explain it to you. So what they do is it's an event that is held in Sandy, Utah each year. It's to raise funds for primary children's. So they auction off trees, doll houses, wreaths, gingerbread houses, and so on. So I did my best. I reassured her that if she had still changed her mind, that I am good with that too. She then asked me if I'd be interested in a different house that she had. I said, sure. So she sent a picture to me of this one, the CrestView, and I loved it instantly. She then said that I can just have it. But I insisted that I still pay for it, but she said, no need, you saved me from a night of regret and tears. So I agreed on a different house, met up with her kids for the exchange, and came home with a rare and beautiful renovation project instead. And she got to keep her priceless dollhouse too. So win-win. So that's the story of how I acquired this house. I just want to kind of give you a little bit of a tour and kind of a rundown as to plans, like what I want to do with it in the future. So I have to start with just taking off the old wallpaper. Luckily it's not really glued on yet, so it's going to make the process a lot easier for me. And I just got to do a lot of cleaning. There's some dust around. I don't know if you can see it in the video, but I can definitely see it when I'm looking at it here in person. And there's some cobwebs, just some little corners and nicks and crannies that need some dust washed off of it, but I'm totally up for the work because the fact that it's already set up saves me a heck of a lot of time. A lot more time I save a lot more time than it would have if I started from just the base kit by itself. So anyway, so this is the middle floor. I think I'm going to turn that into the living room. And then I'm going to have this room be the master suite. And I'm still debating on if I want to put a master bathroom up there or not, or just leave it as is and then put the bathroom on this floor. This floor is going to be more the family room / just whatever room, the hangout room. And that's going to be the kitchen. And I think I'm also going to leave the stairs out of this one just because it makes it a little bit easier. And then on the outside of it, I plan to paint the exterior white with probably gray or like a natural wood trim, just to kind of make it pop a little bit more and add some character to it. And then here in the front, I'm actually going to change a lot. Not too much to where I take away from the originality of the house, but just enough to where I just kind of make it my own taste. Just kind of something I would dream about. And I'm also going to take out all the windows. I'll probably keep these frames, but the plastic, I'm going to replace it with more like a French style. And I have some tips and tricks on how to do that, so we'll see if it ends up turning out as good as I hope. And then I'm going to add some corbels too, just to add a little bit more character, like just under any of the ledges or any spaces that I think it would look good in. And then again, here in the master, I'm still debating on what I'm going to do with it exactly, but I know for sure I'm going to be adding some shiplap somewhere. And then this room, I'm still contemplating on what details I want to do. Like if I want to put a reading nook over here, a couch, obviously somewhere. And then for the kitchen, this is going to be probably one of my favorite rooms to do. I plan on making an open concept, and so once I get all this wallpaper out and I clean it up and get the dust out, I'm gonna start opening things up a little bit more just on the inside because I love the open concept idea. So this, yeah, it looks like this wallpaper is coming off because either the previous person they were just testing it out before they glued it, or it was just a type of glue that didn't stick very well, but either way it'll make my job a whole lot easier. And then this wall here, I'm actually gonna cut part of it out. I want to make an archway, either an archway or I'm going to make some brick beams instead, and then put like a big ol' kitchen island right there. And then in the main area, just by the front door, I'm gonna actually have that be the dining area. So I'm gonna put like a big beautiful French table in there just because I love the French idea, since it's kind of a Victorian style. And then up here, back in the living room again, I'm probably gonna fill in that square right there where the stairs would come through and not use the stairs. And I'm still debating on if I want that to be the bathroom or not, or I might turn it into something else. Or I might just open it up and have it be like one big huge fun room for just whatever. But it also kind of depends on what I want the theme slash the story to be for this dollhouse. I'm still debating on if I want to have it be like a rich couple that doesn't quite have kids yet, or just a couple that doesn't want kids. I don't know. I have kids myself, so I love kids. In my last dollhouse, I did a beautiful playroom already, so I kind of am more interested in turning this into more of my selfish house, I guess you could say, and have this be just a single lady who makes a buttload of money or something, or just makes a good living, and she lives in this big beautiful dream house. I don't know, I haven't decided yet, but either way, it's gonna be my taste if I was to actually live in it myself, and mixed with the original character that it comes with as it is. And up here, I'm thinking of turning this room into either like a craft room, or like a music room, just something fun, something colorful and bright, and away from all the chaos if she has guests over or something. Anyway, so this is my CrestView renovation house, and I cannot wait to get started. Unfortunately, I gotta wait on just a few things before I can start. I'm saving up my money to be able to buy myself a Cricut this time, so I don't have to make everything out of popsicle sticks. I want to actually do the I forgot the type of wood it's called. I keep reading the name of it and I keep forgetting. But either way, I want to get a device where I can actually start making this type of furniture right here. So I have all these cutouts, like just different styles that I fell in love with in magazines or whatever I saw that just kind of stood out to me, that's a bit of my taste. That's just ideas for like each room, for kitchen, for furniture pieces, whatever I could possibly find. And I'm still not even done. I still have a whole lot of stuff that I want to cut out and kind of see for myself. And you can see the original style of what the house is supposed to look like right here. You can see that it was copyrighted in 1990. So I'm going to guess that that's the year that it was made, or it's the year they stopped making it. So it's kind of vintage, which is kind of cool. But I decided I don't want to have that roof right there, but I do want to keep the porch. So I'm going to have to find a way to kind of disguise that and make it flow without it. I don't know, it just seemed kind of out of place to me already. So I'm going to see what I can do to, I don't know, just make it look a little bit better in my eyes, kind of transform it into something slightly different, but still keep the integrity and the originality of it. And I'll kind of show you a little bit more what I want to do on the outside of the house here. So like I said, I plan to paint the exterior white, and then I'm probably going to change the roofing to a darker color just to add some more contrast. And I'm going to see if I can get some of these pieces on here that are really glued on real good. I can't remember what the name of these are, but I just call them like fish scales. They're pretty, like the standard dollhouse style. But I'm going to take all those off, and then I'm actually going to turn this front part that sticks out. I'm going to have it be more like a bunch of stones stacked on top of each other, kind of like a cottage. And then I'm going to cover up the little holes where the beams are supposed to go with probably with the stone as well. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see as it develops. And then I'm going to have like the wood strips on the sides here kind of stand out a little bit more with a darker trim. And I'm going to add a bunch of corbels everywhere, anywhere I can do it, because I love corbels. I'm kind of weird like that. And I think white would be so pretty, and then having the trim be kind of an offsetting color to contrast it. And I'm going to put a really cool archway doorway on here. I might even make the door bigger, I don't know. So I can do double doors, but we'll see, because the windows are kind of close together, so I don't know if it'll work or not. But I'm still kind of experiment, just see what I think will look nice and what won't. Yeah, if you want to take a look, get one last look at it before I dive in and start making some changes. And thank you so much for watching my video. And this is Tiny Cozy Dream House. Have a good night. Bye-bye.